What's up? It's Jen. I'm a wellness and nutrition coach, and I help busy moms take control of their health and manage family chaos. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button so you can be the first to see these healthy lifestyle tips. What did you eat yesterday? Can you remember? Are there certain foods you have every day, or is every day different? There are lots of shoulds out there regarding diet. What you should eat, what's the best diet, and all sorts of crazy things. Really, you should just eat the food you enjoy in the right portion size. But what do we do if the foods we love don't always love us back? One of the best ways to keep track of the foods you're eating and how they affect your body is to keep a food journal. Today, I'm going to be discussing why keeping a food journal is beneficial, who gets the biggest impact, how to keep a food journal even, what to watch out for, and ultimately help you determine if this is a good practice for you. If you're already keeping a food journal, tell me in the comments below, what's your favorite way to log? So first up, what is a food journal? A food journal is just like a diary, where you keep a log of the foods you eat and the beverages you drink. It can be a beneficial tool regardless of what diet you're sticking to. Anytime you eat or drink something, you log it. And please don't forget the beverages. Depending on what they are, they can lead to a lot of empty calories that don't give us much nutrition, like alcohol or that venti orange mocha frappuccino. This allows you to be very clear about what you're putting into your body and can tell you if you're consuming too much energy or not enough. Here's the key. You need to keep diligent track of what you're consuming, or else the food journal won't tell the full story. Just like with any habit, if you're kind of sort of doing it, you'll kind of sort of get results. So why would you log? Before you even decide how to log your food, you need to figure out what your goal for logging is and how long you're going to do it for. Are you looking to lose weight and stay in a calorie deficit? Do you suspect you have a food allergy or a sensitivity? Are you trying to use responsible food portions? These are all very different goals, and different methods will be beneficial. In all honesty, logging can be tedious. Some people love it and some absolutely hate it. Even logging for just 3 days can give you some insight and awareness into where you're at. People who think they might have a food sensitivity or a GI issue will greatly benefit from some sort of tracking. You can also get some testing done with your doctor, but if you pair that with tracking, you're really able to take more control of your health, which I'm all for. So, how do we log in a food journal? So, you've decided you wanted to keep the food journal. Now, you need to determine how you're going to do the log. You can make this as simple or as detailed as you like. How you log really depends on what your end goal is. Either way, you must log your food on your good days and you must log your food on your bad days. There are lots of great apps out there that can make logging super simple. You can scan anything with a barcode, anything from bags of spinach to bags of Cheetos. If it has a barcode, you can scan it. Or you can enter full recipes by copying and pasting from your favorite sites. Many apps will even have options from popular restaurants as well, which makes for easy tracking if you eat out often. You do need to watch out and adjust for portion size. Just because you scan a food and it comes up with one serving, it doesn't mean that's how much you ate. Be honest here, if you really want to have some clear answers. If counting calories or macros is your goal, the apps really are the best option for you, as it'll give you a count in real time. I do urge you to make sure you have determined your calorie goal or macro goal and not just go with the standard preset. You are not a preset. You are a unique individual. Take note if your activity is being accounted for as well, so that you know if you need to eat back your calories burned. If you don't feel like dealing with another app, no worries. A simple notebook or a sheet of paper can be a really simple way to log. Just like using an app, you want to make sure you're logging what you're actually eating and being honest with yourself. This option will encourage you to dig a little bit deeper if you're trying to track calories or macros, as it won't automatically calculate them. If your goal is to more just judge food sensitivities and reactions, you may not need to be quite so detailed. You may opt for a simple notebook and make note of reactions to certain foods. If your stomach is always in an uproar from raw vegetables, you may not want to eat a salad before you go on an hours long hike. If you know wheat makes you bloat, you may not want to eat a pancake breakfast before hitting the beach. Knowing food triggers can help you avoid embarrassing or uncomfortable moments or allow you to plan ahead for them. You may simply just want to log how you feel each day. Make a note of when you ate and if you felt satisfied. If you find you don't eat breakfast and are fine with that, but then end up snacking all day long and feel so full by dinner that you don't really even want to eat it, maybe this practice isn't serving you. Maybe you notice you don't care for carbs in the early part of the day, but you have to have them in the evening at dinner time. This is all valuable information for building what works for you, not everybody else. So, when are you going to log? I have many friends who like to pre log their meals. This can come in handy as part of your planning prep phase for your meals. If you know what you're going to be eating each day, it doesn't, if your diet open to much overindulging. Each morning, you would log what your meals are going to be for the day, then just stick to it. If you go off plan, however, you'll need to make sure you adjust for that and add it to your log later. If you're used to logging first thing in the morning, this change in routine can be difficult to remember and lead to inaccuracies, and that's what we want to avoid in journaling. Conversely, others prefer to log at the end of the day. This can be a great way to kind of have an account resolution to see where you ended up for the day on the whole and look at the day as a whole and not individual meals. You can take the time to look at what led to certain decisions with that 2020 hindsight, which is so awesome. The downfall here is at the end of the day, you may not remember just exactly what you ate throughout the day, or you may just be too tired to log accurately, especially if you're still working on building mindfulness in your eating. Again, inaccuracies don't tell the full picture. You may instead choose to log each meal or snack as you eat them. I really like this option because it leads you to build some mindfulness in the moment when you're eating and be aware of your portion sizes. You don't have to worry about not sticking to the plan as much or forgetting whatever you ate throughout the day. You simply need to log at the time of consumption. Personally, I like a little combination of these three. Certain items, like my coffee, I'll have every day. I can basically copy and paste my coffee recipe because I know that's something I'm not going to vary on. If I know I'm going to a certain restaurant and going to order my favorite dish, I can log that whenever. Snacks, especially, I want to log in the moment. Snacks can be easy to overindulge in, and I want to build that moment of mindfulness to avoid an out of control snack fest. It happens. Don't worry about what I like to do, though. The bottom line is you must do what works best for you. Choose the option you will be consistent with and don't waver. Any kind of inconsistencies here will lead to inaccurate recording, and we definitely want to avoid that. What to watch out for in logging. A food journal is not meant to take away your control. It's supposed to inspire control. If you find yourself obsessing over how many calories something contains, or how many calories you have left at the end of the day, or avoid eating a healthy option when you're hungry, stop keeping a journal. This is giving too much power to the food and taking it away from you. You may benefit more from journaling how you felt in the moment throughout the day versus meticulously logging each and every food you eat. If you find yourself skipping logging or not measuring the true portion size, your food journal is no longer accurate, meaning you're wasting your time. Accurate logging for 3 to 7 days twice a year can have far more benefit than kind of sort of always logging inaccurately and then beating yourself up for not hitting your goals. Using a food journal can be extremely helpful in building awareness with your eating habits and learning your sensitivities and food triggers. You can choose to log in an app or just with a pen and paper. Whichever way you decide to log, be honest with yourself. If you eat it, log it. whether you ate according to plan or not. Even 3 days of accurate logging can help you gain greater insight on how to fuel your body optimally. If you liked this info and would like to dig a little bit deeper on how to incorporate a food journal in your life, click on the Work with Jen link in the description below. So, was this information helpful? What's your biggest takeaway? What would you like me to talk about next time? Let's continue the discussion in the comments below. Don't forget to like, hit the notifications button, and subscribe for more healthy lifestyle tips. Thanks for watching, and until next time, be well.